The Festival Storybook by Juhi, Sinha, published by Scholastic. Story reading, Ramya Srinidhi. Now this is a wonderful book and it's got several stories about different festivals. Raghu's Diwali, Abdul's Eid, Tina's Christmas, Munni's Dussehra. So I'm going to read to you the first story in this book. So let's see. It's Raghu's Diwali. Illustrated by Neeta Gangopadhyay. Raghu woke up early in the morning. He was excited because Diwali was only 3 days away. Raghu loved Diwali, that beautiful festival when everyone lights diyas. Now this is the story of this little boy, our hero, Raghu, and how he's super duper excited about Diwali, which is coming up just 3 days away. Raghu's father was a potter. And Diwali was a very special festival for him and the family. So Raghu's father was the potter who makes these tiny diyas, the earthen diyas that you would have seen. He made small earthen diyas in the potter's wheel in a corner of his courtyard. Just like this, he would sit there in that potter's wheel and he would make diyas. Father was ready to take diyas to the nearby market. But this year, he also gave Raghu a small basket full of diyas. These are for you, Raghu. You can take them to the markets and sell them on your own. Now, for the first time, Raghu was getting a basket of diyas for himself. Just like this, and he was so excited that he could sell them at the market. Raghu took the diyas and went to the market. All day he waited for people to buy the diyas. But not a single diya was sold. Everybody bought them from another man who was selling pretty painted diyas. Oh, our poor boy Raghu felt disappointed, right? Dejected, Raghu went back home. Amma, nobody wants my diyas. I won't go to the market anymore, said Raghu. Amma gave Raghu a hug and sat beside him. Do you know why we celebrate Diwali, Raghu? She asked. Yes, said Raghu. It is to celebrate Rama's return to his kingdom Ayodhya, he said. See, this is how Amma sat next to Raghu. She gave him a hug and now she's talking to him and finding out why he's all dejected and angry and sad about not selling diyas. Now Amma is telling him a story. But the Diwali story began many years ago. For 14 years, Rama lived in the jungle with his wife Sita and brother Lakshman. When the wicked Ravana took Sita away, Rama went to Lanka to fight a battle. Rama had no kingdom, no army, but he did not give up, said Amma to Raghu. He defeated Ravana and went back to Ayodhya. All the people greeted him with lighted lamps. But Raghu, suppose Rama had given up. We would not even celebrate Diwali today. Now tell me, do you want to be like Rama and, go for it or just give up? Said Amma. Now she's telling the story of how Rama went to Lanka, defeated Ravana and went all the way back and people lighted diyas for their route, for their journey back to Ayodhya. Raghu sat and thought about the story for a while. Raghu thought what his mother had said. Then he took all the money from his piggy bank and went to the market. He bought some small pieces of colored glass, red, yellow, and some paint, silver, gold threads and some glue. So he got some art supplies with little money. See, Raghu is just picking up all the money and going to the market to find some art supplies. Now let's see what he does. First, Raghu painted the diyas bright. Then he stuck on gold colored glass and fixed some silver and gold threads. Now the diyas looked beautiful. How they shone and sparkled in the sun. He took the diyas to the market, spread them out so that everyone could see how beautiful they were. Many came to Raghu. Diyas, diyas for sale, lovely bright colored diyas for sale, he must have called out. Many came to Raghu, and soon all his diyas were sold. Now Raghu had earned a lot of money. Now can you see here how Raghu is just spread out all his colored diyas and people are coming to pick up his bright colored diyas. He wanted to buy some crackers, but he knew those crackers made noise and spread smoke everywhere. So he decided to buy, can you guess what he bought instead? He decided to buy a doll for his sister Geeta. He would give her, and after Diwali, he planned to give her for Bhai Dooj, another lovely festival that was coming up. Happy with the morning's work, Raghu picked up a basket and ran all the way home. Hidden inside the basket was just one diya. See, Amma, I have sold all the diyas, and this last one is for you, said Raghu. Ah, it's beautiful, said Amma. We will keep this one for the puja tomorrow. Diwali day dawned bright and clear. Amma made rangoli outside the house. She put flowers and sugar toys before Goddess Lakshmi. They all wore new clothes, ate laddus, which was soft and sweet. Now can you see how Amma is putting that rangoli outside, and that's Raghu with his sister munching on some sweet laddus. In the evening, they lighted the diyas in the house and outside in the courtyard. Soon, all the houses were lit up with twinkling diyas. Do you see that? How beautiful all the diyas have been lit up. Well, but the brightest and the most beautiful diya was the one that burned before Goddess Lakshmi. It was the one Raghu had made. Probably something just like this. A painted diya that Raghu had made, which was shining bright in front of Goddess Durga. I hope you enjoyed this story as much as I enjoyed reading it to you. This is the book, the festival book. It's got some lovely stories and interesting adventures of young children, like I mentioned. Raghu's Diwali, Abdul's Eid, Tina's Christmas, Munni's Dussehra. Now let's see. All of you pick up this book, read and tell these stories to everyone. I hope you enjoyed it.